Hey guys, welcome back to the Sunworks channel. Today we are building the GB Lasetsu 10 from Build Divers. To be honest, I'm not a fan of Build Divers design. Most of the design just gave me a weird feeling, but that doesn't mean I don't like any of it. To myself, I think the acceptable designs are Tertium, Celsame, H2 Magnum, GP Lasetsu 10, and Koa Gundam. But as I said before, I'm tired of seeing Koa Gundam because it became really repetitive. I felt like I didn't really do a lot of regular releases, so GP Lasetsu 10 will be a good choice for myself. Before getting the runners out, let's take a look at the side. For the instruction menu, I really like these kinds of designs because I can read the information and it's much better than a boring page. The runners truly inherited the feature of Build Series related kits, which is a mix of original and new runners. However, Bandai did upgrade the old runners and you can clearly feel the plastic is newer. For my expectations, I hope they will upgrade the inner frames and bring me some surprises. One thing for sure now, the old runners are not that terrible. You can see most of the parts were left out, which means most of the surface armor is new. As I always said, I can't really judge unless I finished it, so I will leave the rest of the comments in the review. Hey guys, welcome back to the Gundam GP Lasetsu 10 review. So this is the finishing of it. My feelings are very complicated at the moment. I hated this look when Build Divers came out, but now I actually think this design is pretty cool. This Gunpla gave us hope and took it away too. We thought GP02 will get some love and getting a revived version, but the truth is, Bandai is playing with our feelings. Another disappointment is that this Gunpla is just looks. It's an old wine in a new bottle. All the parts seem changed, but in reality, the frame is still the old one. So you're basically buying a standing model. For people who like to play with their Gunplas and take photos, you'll be disappointed because the GP Lasetsu 10 is solid like a rock. I mean literally solid. You'll get what I mean soon. Alright, how about we take a closer look and you can judge it. Since this Gunpla is modified from GP02, you will see some leftovers from it. Of course, you can treat these as spare parts to modify or kit bash. To me, they are pretty useless and I'm not sure what I can do about them. Just like the usual rules, starting with the head. The head is a demon-like design. You can really see the big horns. There are 3 yellow parts on the horns, it's representing the 3 eyes on the demon style. You can slide the main eye down and enter into Oninome mode, but this piece is loose and often movement falls out when you are sliding it. As for the articulations, it's pretty limited no matter for up and downs or side to side turning. But I mean, it's an old frame, so what do you expect? For the chest, all the parts are from the old runners, which is why there aren't many things I can talk about. The sensor on the left is a sticker and it's not doing too good. Strongly suggest a Gundam marker to solve the colors. Unfortunately, the only articulation in the chest is horizontal turn. That's it. The arms are quite simple, round shoulders, but the frame is honestly a huge disappointment, so don't expect too much. For the articulations, slightly more than 90 degrees for the rotation. Even the shoulders can slide out a bit, but the lifting is quite bad, it's under 90 degrees. The shoulders can move front and back. The rotation on the arms are okay, but sometimes it falls out. Bending is absolutely disappointing and it's not even 90 degrees. One small thing that I can give a like, the wrist got a joint for you to adjust. The waist is pretty boring, plain colors, but the design is similar to the original GP02. Remember, there are a lot of details on the waist, so make sure the panel lines must be there. The front skirt is split up so you can move them individually. Side skirt is a ball joint, but the lifting is not too bad. Just sometimes it will fall out. Back skirt is completely fixed, just like most of the XG. The legs are mostly from the old runners, except the knee armor. The middle of the knee armor is a sticker, but so far it seems fine. Let's check out the kicking range. Front kick is 90, side kick is pretty bad thanks to the ball joint. Back kick is poor as the back skirt is fixed. Bending is still using the old frame, so you're looking at around 45 degrees or below. The feet are exactly the same like GP02, but the movements are surprisingly good. Front and back is great, side to side is good, and the rotation is kind of okay. For the accessories, we got the Lasetsu Kanasa ball coming first. Normally, it looks like a baseball bat with spikes, but if you pull the handle down, it can be used as a shooting weapon. It also got a pair of GN Auger sword. The clear parts are definitely adding some scores. If you want to, you can combine both swords from the end and form a double-edged sword. When you don't use it, you just simply store it on the back skirt and done. Alright, the fascinating backpack, a lot of things to talk about. I think this is actually the concept of GP02's binders but heavily modified and enlarged them. You can see the GN drive on the side. In case you're interested, there are a total of 5 GN drives on the Gunpla. The middle of the claw is very thick. There are 2 covers and you can open them. Once you open them, here is the GN Eye Blaster. You do need to repaint it to yellow. But here is a small reminder, the covers are C-shaped joints. It's fragile and trash. I already broke one of the covers on the other side because when I was pushing the parts, I didn't realize the joints were dislocated, and by the time I saw it, it's very wide. At the bottom, this is the claw. You can open them or close them. Once you extend the joint, you can rotate 360 easily or bending to the front for 90 degrees. You can also choose to equip 2 beam effects to make it look like it's shooting beams, or borrow a separate piece and push it into the claws. Then you can put the swords on the big claws, and this is basically every weapon on the GP Lasetsu 10. I almost forgot to mention the whole backpack's movement range. The big claw component can move more than 90 degrees thanks to the double joint. You can also move front and back to adjust the position. The claws can sway slightly up and down, but still, it didn't help with the arm's movement range. A pair of GM revolver bazooka is on the back. They are capable of moving front and back with a great range. If you don't like it on the backpack, why don't you pull them down? Yes, they can be used as a separate weapon. All you need to do is flip the handle out and you're ready. To switch back to GP Lasetsu, it's very easy and it's rare to see Bandai didn't split into 2 boxes. So, remove the bazookas, remember to completely remove the joint too. Move the swords to the back and remove the big claws. Next, put the individual smaller claws back on and you are back to the GP Lasetsu. Now, do remember that C-shaped joints are easy to break, and please do not switch the 2 modes very often. I'm really telling people to avoid tragedy. Alright, we are at the end of the review. I'm very upset and very complicated at the moment. First, I thought we will see a revived GP02 someday, but I guess it was just a beautiful dream. Secondly, the runners felt upgraded even though it's just plastic upgrade. But there are some designs on this Gunpla that proves that Bandai actually don't give a damn. With all the new runners and part of the inner frame upgrades, you still use a ball joint on the waist and killing the articulations on the legs? Like, come on, you have a perfect opportunity to fix that design. I'm fine with them reusing part of the armor but at least upgrade the inner frame. Even though this is a bulky MS, doesn't mean that you can just being lazy on the joints. Also, you might as well buy a base for this Gunpla. After a couple times moving the legs, the ball joint will start to slip and often leans back. Overall, my comment on this Gunpla is a combination of lazy and fake hopes. I love the design, but man, the laziness just completely took away the marks. Unless you're a fan of GP02 or Build Divers, otherwise you can skip it. Believe me, even the ending pose on the screen right now is very hard to pose because the articulations are trash. It's tough for me to say a lot of bad things on this Gunpla because GP02 is a good base design, but reusing a 2006 frame is really a stupid move. Now, I am gonna stop right here because I don't want to make it sound completely bad. What are your thoughts on this Gunpla? Comment down below and start a discussion. Like this video, subscribe and hit the bell next to it to see more. Donation link is in the description and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.